Hey, it's Ruben in the shop bringing you another sold video. We have 20 items leaving the shop today, sold on 3 platforms, eBay, Mercari, and Etsy. My name is Ruben. I'm a longtime reseller. Been full-time for just over a year. I'm here in the shop buying stuff at auction, selling it online. What I'm going to do here is let you know what sold. I'll let you know what I sold it for, and hopefully what I paid for it. And if there's anything cool, we'll talk about it. Here are the goods. We got a really nice variety of stuff here. We'll start with this cast iron plaque, state of Texas. I actually sold this a few days ago and I've had trouble locating it. I finally found it today. It was still at the house. I was walking out the front door and it struck me. I was like, oh, this is on top of a box. And I went and there it was. So glad I found it. That sold for $30. I got it for $5, I think at an antique mall. Sold this CD, Divergent 13. It's some type of electro metal. I got this at a thrift store with a bunch of CDs of this type of music. That sold for $8.50. Paid $1. Next is the Old Milwaukee. I got this at an estate auction along with 6 other mugs. I'm putting one lot together of all different types of mugs, and then I did this one by itself, and I did a pair of Schlitz mugs. This sold for $10 on Mercari. They did pay shipping on Mercari. I'm just now transferring my stuff onto paid shipping there. Next is this little bottle opener, Las Vegas. This is actually going to the UK. They paid $30. That's all told with shipping. So it's going to cost me $10.50 to ship it. So I would never think that I would make that much money on this, but someone wanted it and they were willing to pay for it. Next are these 2 reel-to-reels. You'll remember I got these at auction a couple weeks ago now. There are currently 7 left in the store. I started with 20. We're in the full profit at this point. West Montgomery Bumpin', that sold for $45. And Sinatra, A Man and His Music, that sold for $36. I actually got the higher end on both of these. I set the prices pretty high just because you come across tons of CDs, tons of tapes, tons of records when you're out. You don't find a lot of reel-to-reel, so when I got them, I let them leave at top dollar. Next, let's go more media. This is interesting to me. A pair of Linda Ronstadt CDs. These sold on Mercari for $15, free shipping. It's the second lot of Linda Ronstadt cassettes that I've sold in the last couple weeks. So if you see Linda Ronstadt stuff out there and you can buy it in bulk, do it. Next is this George Strait reel-to-reel. I'm sorry, 8-track. I sold this on its own because it's from 1986. Recently I saw Commonwealth Picker talking about 8-tracks, and I've been buying 8-tracks for many years, but I never considered the fact that the ones in the mid to late 80s are just that much harder to get because technology had moved on at that point. So when I saw this one, I was like, oh, that's kind of a later George Strait album. It is from 1986. So yeah, I put it out by itself, listed it for $9.99 plus shipping, and someone paid it. Next are these cookbooks. Very happy with how these cookbooks are going. I feel like I'm listing them and they're selling pretty quickly. I got these from an estate auction, bought the whole bookshelf. We're already in profit on the bookshelves. I bought 2 bookshelves for something like $30. And yeah, we're all profit at this point. This one is Fiesta Fair. It's from 1956, the 250th anniversary of Albuquerque. That sold for $25 plus shipping on eBay. La Posta cookbook. This sold for $26 on Mercari. That was free shipping. This one I'm going to look out for. I'm sure I'll find this over and over again where I'm at. And then a book of beef recipes compiled by New Mexico Cowbells. That sold for $21 free shipping on Mercari as well. This is super cool. This is an old lobby card for this Western, Grit Wins. I got these at a local auction It was one of the first times I bid in that auction because the auction house was new. I got 2 or 3 lots for 15 bucks total and got like 8 of these lobby cards. They are original, which is really cool. On the back side, it has like someone who collected these many years ago wrote notes on like the movie, who's pictured. So I included that in my listings. I priced these very high. I don't mind them sticking around. This is the first one that sold. Someone sent me an offer. I had it up for $90, and someone sent me an offer of $55, and that was great. So we're well into profit, and we got 7 more to sell. So as offers come in on those, it's going to be easy for me to accept them, and yeah, great buy. Next is this framed advertisement, Life magazine, June 13th, 1918. So we got a World War I scene going on here. This is advertising the fact that the film will sign it with the date. So that's the technology they were excited about at the time. You'll see people talking about selling advertisement. You really, I think, in my opinion, have to take it all the way to the framed piece. That way someone can buy it and put it on the wall. And framing things is very expensive. That's one of my goals, is to learn how to mat and frame things, and I think it would take my reselling to the next level. Anyways, I got this at a thrift store, paid $3 or $4 for it. I had it listed for $50. Someone sent me an offer of $25. I've had it for over a year, so it's time to go. So still a good sale. Next is this hat. Something to note. It's important to know what's around you. So I'm living in New Mexico, where they literally built the first atomic bomb. So I see a lot of cool military stuff, and especially if it's older, I try to get it. This isn't very old, but Field Command, Defense Nuclear Agency, just the classic hat, made in China. I sold that for $36. Next is this tracksuit. It's the full suit, tops and bottoms. You got the solid blue. What's cool about this is the lining is super bright. I wish the outside was like that. I think I would have gotten better. It's older, probably from the early to mid 90s. That sold for $53. Next is this Polo Ralph Lauren. It's a loop collar shirt. So double XL, great size. Polo Ralph Lauren, not the top of the mark anymore, but I still have a lot of it. I still buy it to sell. There are certain things I automatically buy. Flannels I'll automatically buy. The loop collars I'll almost automatically buy if the price is right. I'm trying not to pay anything over $5 for Polo Ralph Lauren, unless it's vintage or it's like some of that stadium stuff from '92. So, yeah, $21 for that. Sold this pair of Levi's. They're a modern pair. Levi's low, loose, $5.49. I got them because they had this distress. So it really gave the jeans the look. Sold those for $27. Next is this Pendleton. Man, I love Pendletons. You'll see I was wearing a Pendleton in the opening. Shadow plaid, which is great. It's a size 14.5, so that is very, very small. And it's not a flat bottom. You want a flat hem, so straight across. It's not a loop collar. So, and it had a small hole in it. So $30 for this shirt. When you're talking Pendletons, you're often thinking high dollar, but it's important to take in full consideration. You want the loop collar, you want the flat hem. Shadow plaid is a plus. You want larger sizes. If this was flat hem, loop collar, double XL, be a $150 shirt. It being a 14.5 rounded bottom, regular collar, it's a $30 shirt. Happy to sell it. I'm glad it's going to get back out on the streets. Next is this sweater. Kind of reminds me of zebra knit. It also, I just realized, kind of looks like the center of... I'll put a cover of the album up. I can't think of it. Anyways, I found this sweater along with its brother, a purple one. It's purple and white. This one I sold for 20 bucks. Adam Finch. It's a women's thing, sized at large, but anyone could wear it. Next is this base layer. It's Eddie Bauer's vintage. It's 100% silk. You don't see that a lot. Base layer, 100% silk. It is pretty worn, but someone gave me an offer of $23 and I took it. Next is going to be this Woolrich brushed flannel. It has kind of a southwestern feel, but it also has these moose and bear. That sold for $27. And finally, this coat. I got this coat, who knows where. It's from the 60s. Here's the tip on the coats. If you find these old women's coats or men's coats in like a closet or something, or even at the thrift store, you're going to want to pick it up and shake it. And if you shake it and you see a bunch of sediment coming out, put that coat back. You're looking for disintegration because this coat is 50 years old. So if it was stored improperly, it's just, you don't want to mess with stuff like that. So anyways, that's what's leaving the shop. This sold for $37. I sent an offer out. There you have it. That's what's leaving the shop today. I do have an update on that music box that went missing. I got an email this morning from eBay saying, we've closed the case and refunded your buyer. And I was kind of like, whoa, little fast there, eBay. There's a button for me to appeal the decision because it still shows the item's just stuck in Atlanta. I clicked on that button and it took me to the article about how to appeal, when to appeal, but never gave me any outlet to actually appeal. I sent a message to eBay's Facebook page, eBay for Business. If you have a store, that could be a good way to contact eBay. You'll be talking to someone who's a little bit more experienced than when you contact them on the phone. So, bummer, it's 45 bucks. I'm counting that as a loss right now, but we'll see how that works out. I'll let you know. Anyways, I'm going to get this stuff packed up and shipped out. I do have an auction pickup later today and one tomorrow, so I'm excited to show you what's new to the shop. My name's Ruben. I'm having a good day. Hoping you're having a good day. Let's talk again soon.